Speaking of conspiracy theories, though, I saw your post about platforms are actively removing the first touch attribution. Why do you why, if it's an effective way to see downstream results, why do you think they're removing it?
First of all, because let's start with Google. Google is still I would say, even if you're going to implement first touch, it won't give you such amazing results for YouTube, display, demand gen, for upper funnel channels. It still won't give you such amazing results compared to MMM, compared to post view, etc. But for paid search, which is a primary driver of the revenue for Google, it might show that actually 70% of your paid search is just cannibalizing your organic. It's just not incremental. People just click it because you have a Chrome browser, because they just don't want to type full address of your website. So it's reality. When you apply first touch, ROAS of Google shrinks dramatically. So why would you want to have this attribution? Also, it's not very good for optimization, because click might have happened 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and now you have a conversion. It's a huge delay in optimization. So I would say this is the main reason why first touch attribution was removed completely from most of the platform, because it just shows you much worse. Your ROAS is not as amazing as the ROAS that you're going to see based on last click. And also in each platform, there is no deduplication. Whenever someone clicks on both Google Ads and Facebook Ads, every platform going to claim the credit from this touch. But there are more. The question is why Google and Facebook launched this open source Bayesian MMM frameworks. If those are so easy, just need to pull costs, etc., instead of launching them as a software as a service within their platforms. Why? Why they just haven't integrated it inside ad platform just to be able to measure the effect?
Because they don't fully trust it, maybe?
Because if something is not open source, you can use it at your own risk, etc. Now you have responsibility. And if you have responsibility, you show that actually this channel is incremental and people start spending more money. And 2 years later, they find out that it was complete scam. You're going to go to the court. That's why it's much better strategy to launch this open source than to have this army of individuals brainwashed by different stories and sometimes kickbacks and these pilots that are subsidized by ad platforms. But now you have lots of individuals, lots of influencers, lots of small agencies, lots of vendors that even if someone gonna be responsible for something, there is no responsibility for a big guy. The same thing why geo holdout testing, geo lift library was abandoned by Facebook. Why? It was completely no new commits on GitHub for the last 3 or 4 years, because they understood it just doesn't make sense to run this geo. You can make so many mistakes. It's such time-consuming methodology. You can lose money. You cannot run your ads. It's so risky. But at the end of the day, after concluding the experiment, you have some incrementality with with huge confidence interval. And almost every time your attribution results fall within this confidence interval. And they just abandoned this library.